and welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another Porsche themed video. Today is episode 2 of my Targa revival series here at Rindt Vehicle Design. You'll see that I brought an apt car along with me for the journey. Here she is, Carrera T, back on my channel. Feels like 2018 again. I'm actually at Rindt's paint shop down the road. Many of you will have seen in episode 1 with my black Targa at the main facility. We're actually at their paint facility right now where the Targa is in. But I just want to give you a little run around of the car. You'll notice that at the point of time this video has been filmed, I've got a temporary front sticker number plate on there. I'm surprised there's even a plate on there at all. And we've got a bodged sticker on the number plate on the back as well. I've actually put a sticker over the top of a plastic plate as well. However, all irrelevant, we are here to see my 87 Targa, which is actually poking its nose out up here. So many of you will have seen episode 1 where I brought the car down to Rindt here, and I got Brian out and he went around the car and kind of pointed out potential trouble spots. I pointed out things that I liked, didn't like, and we discussed a plan of action with the car. Generally the idea was to tidy it and kind of freshen it up and kind of sharpen up a few bits and work on a few bits cosmetically, and nothing too serious. However, old cars being old cars, that is never really the case. And also with the guys here at Rindt not being willing to bodge anything and not do anything by half measures, the car has come down here, the guys to look at. There have been numerous issues that have presented themselves and now need tackling. Now, a common misconception out there, loads of people, including some of my friends, including Mr. John Mobble, if you're watching, have bought old cars and they say, oh, mine's fine, mine's rust free, you know, it's absolutely fine, the dealer said it was okay, there's no rust in it whatsoever. There are only 2 types of old Porsches. Ones that have been fully rebuilt that are rust free, and the other ones have rust on them. There is no middle ground. They all have either rust in them or they've been fully rebuilt. So if you think your car's rust free and it's 30, 40 years old, then I think you might be talking nonsense unless you've had it fully rebuilt. So, and if that applies to you, sorry to break the bad news, particularly you, John, ha! Right, anyway, car is here then, so I'm actually gonna employ the help of someone who knows what they're doing. There's 2 guys here actually, Connell and Ludo, who are unbelievable at what they do. I'm gonna be enlisting one of them to take me around the car and actually point out exactly what's going on and what is going to be done, because it's all getting a little bit dramatic. Right then, we have my car here inside, and because I don't really have a clue what I'm talking about, we've got Ludo here, a maestro with metalwork, to go around the car and explain to you guys and girls exactly what on earth has happened to this thing, because it's not gone according to plan, and I think it's even shocked the guys here what's wrong with it. So if you don't mind, mate, I'm sorry. We've already done apologies. I've been saying sorry to him profusely, and Brian here, for the mess that this car's in. So do you want to take us around and show what on earth is wrong with this thing?
What's happening on the bottom of the wing.
So you can already see, I mean, even if you're not an expert in this field, you can see. First of all, I'm just going to show you. They've obviously taken all the paint off. We're back to metal at the moment. So you wouldn't even recognise this being my car, to be honest with you. We're going to start around this side anyway. Sorry, Ludo, apologies. Right, we've jacked up then. What's going on then? What's the tea? As I say, you might not be experts in this field at home, but even you could spot what's happening with some of this. And they've cleared up a lot of mess as well. Yeah. Right, go on, so go for it.
Here, you got a support here, bracket going, so that is completely gone with the rust.
Great.
So, because what happened, like I was saying, you got the mud coming in there and take the humidity. And
so mud, the design of these cars, the mud actually builds up in the back here, wet mud, and then it just basically dissolves all of this with rust. This is filler here. And it's just been, has mud just been sat there then, basically?
Yeah. And what it does, it just eats the panel. So it's not a pretty bad repair without going.
That's been bodged.
Too much inside, yeah. Literally just put a little pieces there, badly welded just there, and
so this is all filler and just badly welded in, just to kind of bodge it together. You're not these guys here aren't actually allowed to say the B word. They're not allowed to say bodge in this place. It's strictly banned. So.
Yeah.
So the door there wasn't opening properly, was it?
Yeah, no, because of the rust here, it's pretty weak now on all the posts there. So the door don't really.
So the car is actually folding a little bit because of the lack of structural integrity here. The car's folding, that means the door doesn't open properly, which is not a good sign. It's actually really dangerous, is it not?
Yeah, it's not really good, yeah.
So not good at all. So this is going to be, what are you going to do with this then? What happens?
I'm going to probably clean a bit more and probably cut from there.
Yep.
See where the rust stop. I'm gonna have to replace the piece inside. You can see it there. So I'm gonna have to cut from probably there and take the panel all off, clear all the inside,
Wow.
the rust, and put it back together with like a lot of got a zinc spray protect the rust and all that.
Wow.
I will have to look a bit on the top as well because as you can see.
Doesn't stop there, ladies and gentlemen. So there's still to look at this as well. So this could be bad news under here, but we're not looking at that just yet. That will be looked at.
Because that's there as well.
Oh
the
God.
Trusty. And this is where you got all the Targa panel coming into that.
Yep.
So
at the moment this is bad news, but what you're saying is they're made underneath this hoop here.
you got the hoop coming there, and the water want to stay here if you want, you know. So
Yeah.
it's a common thing on the Targa.
And it's harder with the Targa, as they were saying earlier, because there is no tensile strength, there is no roof effectively. You've literally just got the bar. On a coupe, there's less flex on it, but they've got to be really careful with how they do this because there's no strength here, and that was the main strength of the car down there, but that's now gone on this side. So they've got to be really careful. It's not an easy job.
So we got there, we got here. It's probably had a shot somewhere here. So as you can see,
That's terrible.
And the edge here.
Yep.
It's completely gone, so I'm gonna try to recreate the edge by putting a press inside and a little trick, you know, to get that edge back as it should go.
Yeah, that's absolutely terrible. I'm not sure you can pick that up in the camera, but that is pretty much what it would look like if I had to go at panel beating. Someone has literally just beaten it with a hammer and it's lost all this edge around here. And if you compare it to the wing on the other side, it's completely different. Total turd. And that was filled out with filler, was it not?
Yeah, probably. Might have probably 1 centimeter of filler there.
1 centimeter of filler on top of there. So again, all quite normal stuff. You guys have seen this before, but it's just sort of things that, you know, 30, 40-year-old cars, they have bodge repairs on them, and they just have people that kind of just want to make it look nice and get rid of it. But the guys here are dead against all of that kind of stuff. So they are going to go to absolute town on that.
We got there, we got a little bit of there here as well.
We've got some more rust up here. If my camera focuses, hold on.
There and there.
So we got some more rust up there.
Something happening as well here on the corner of the hair, so I have to pull it up a bit.
Great, no issues there. So this side then, not as bad.
But I will have to come in, cut here as well to just have access inside and clear
Okay.
all the bad rust inside.
Oh Christ. Still doesn't look good. But yeah, this side is slightly better. And front wings as well. The guys here are slightly less worried about this. This is a bit more normal and a bit easier to sort out.
Yeah, completely.
Looks impossible to me, but yeah, this is all going to get sorted. I can't believe the state of the car, but I must point out as well, this is literally a day and a half after I last filmed with this. So you might have seen episode 1 with this car here at Rindt, but this is a day and a half after that. These guys don't mess around. You've literally done it almost straight away, and they're getting working on it ASAP. They've got a paint shop here, and we're gonna go around, I'm gonna show you the facility and what else they're up to. But yeah, thank you so much, and I'm really, again, I'm so sorry. Hello, mate. I'm really sorry. So there are other issues with the engine as well, but that'll be for another day. More fun. So there's some kit here as well that guys are going to be working with. So they've got specialist jigs from the 60s. They've got select jigs. They've got one there. They've got one there as well. They don't typically do pagodas, but they've got one here as well they're working on. We'll go for a little tour anyway. I'll take you guys around and show you what they're up to anyway. I'll let you get back to work. I'm sorry for disrupting you. Cheers, mate. I appreciate it. Right then, let's go for a little tour around then. This car here is currently a car they are building. I believe this is a customer car. You would not believe what they've done to this car. They pretty much rebuilt it, but if you look, why these guys are so amazing, one of the many reasons why they're so amazing, look at this panel gap here. That's literally like something that would come out of the Porsche factory in 2021. I think that's 4mm panel gap throughout there, and this, you would not believe the state that it was in the first place. It's been meticulously rebuilt, and you will see the progress on this particular car on my channel down the line as well. Do stay tuned for that. You'll see the progress of all of these cars that I'm pointing out in here down the line as well, and obviously on the Rindt Instagram. This is Pagoda. As I said before, they don't tend to work on Pagodas, but this opportunity came up, and they've got all the kit, they've got all the jigs, all the pegging available for cars from 1958 onwards. So they're building this. They've already got people wanting to buy this thing. So these panels are literally just tacked in at the moment just to see whether everything fits. So it's nowhere near done, but they've already got people wanting to buy it before it's even done. A testament to how good these guys are at their jobs. Anyway, coming around them, this I believe is a 356A. Don't tell me off if I'm getting this wrong, but this car's got a really cool history to it. Some rally car history, but this is literally 60 odd years old. And again, you will see all the progress of this car on the Rindt Instagram channels and on my channel down the line as well. You can see there's a lot of work to be done. But as I said, this was a rally car. So as was normal with rally cars, they're just put back together pretty much in a rush. But it's going to be amazing to see this brought back to life. Absolutely love 356s and a possible to the garage in the future. We've got some more customer projects going on here. More customer projects. Can't speak too much about them. And there's also this as well. Again, I have to remain tight-lipped about what's going on here, but this is not your standard restoration. I cannot believe what Brian has told me about this car and what they're going to be doing with this. But honestly, this is going to be ludicrous, absolutely ludicrous, and I will be documenting the journey of this car as well. As I say, get out of your head a standard restoration, get out of your head of just kind of rebuilding a standard engine and putting it back into a standard shell. Those nerdy ones out there will already see some bits and bobs in here that will be leading you to question what is going to be done with this. But I'm really excited to share this down the line as well, so do stay tuned for this car. I really can't wait for that. Right, I think that is that then. That is all we've got time for. Do stay tuned for episode 3 with my Targa, where I'm sure there's going to be more nasties uncovered and the work is going to get started. A huge thanks to the guys at Rindt, absolutely top of their game with this sort of thing, and the car couldn't be in better hands. So make sure you're following them on their Instagram account, because there's loads of cool Porsche stuff, not just OEM plus stuff, but also some really cool customization stuff that I've covered in my last video and I'll be covering more of. So if you like Porsches, you like restoration, you like amazing work and amazing attention to detail, you're in the right place. For now, I'm going to jump in the Carrera T and head home. Stay tuned for more updates with my 87 Targa. Cheers guys, see ya!